Hello, I'm Jackie Notman and I'm an intuitive advisor and an energy reader. And what that means is that I work with individuals and I work with businesses, but very much on an energetic level rather than a physical level. And I use lots of tools to help me do that. One of those is Feng Shui. And this video is really just to introduce you to an ebook that I've written, which is called the Feng Shui House Buyer's Guide. Now, I have lots of clients who are looking for places to live, and it could be renting, it could be buying, it could be a huge detached house, it could be an apartment, it could even be a bedsit. But what's important is that it is not just a place to live, but it is a place to be at home. It becomes your home. And what I found with these clients is that they had a physical checklist. You probably do too. You need to know how many bedrooms. You're looking for a place that has a specific number of bedrooms. Location is probably important. Maybe proximity to schools or to places of work or to travel links are important. You may want a garage, you may want a garden, all that sort of stuff. This is your practical checklist. But what I found is that you also need an energetic checklist, because this house, this place that you want to live in, needs to become your home, because our home is really the only place where we can be ourselves, we can be true to ourselves, and so it has to be supportive, it has to be nurturing. And that's what the Feng Shui House Buyer's Guide is all about. It provides this second energetic checklist. Now, there are 4 sections in it. The first section is called Predecessor Chi, and it really looks at what has gone on in that building before we get there. It may be that the building has been converted from something else, or it may just be that there are years and years and years of human stories and passionate feelings that have been soaked into the very fabric of the building. And so we can walk into this house and totally naive and vulnerable in a way to this energy, and it can start to affect us. And it's great if it's been good energy. It's not so great if it's been bad energy. I'll give you an example. You may have a house that a couple live in. There could be all sorts of things going on, but for some reason the relationship breaks down. So there's arguing, there are raised tempers and high passions and things going on. Eventually the house has to be sold, the couple get divorced and go off in their separate ways. The house is on the market. This couple, it's their first house together. They buy it, they move into it, full of kind of expectations for the future. Then all of a sudden things get a little bit niggly and they start getting a little bit irritated with each other. They start arguing. It gets so bad that they separate, they split up, they have to sell the house. And another couple moves in, another couple, and this cycle continues and continues. So it's really important that we know what the energy is in this house, what went on before it. Once we know, we're then in control and we're in charge and we are able to rectify it. No problems are really insurmountable, they really aren't, but it's just knowing in the first place and being prepared for that. So that's the first section. We then move on to look at what is known as form school Feng Shui, and this is how the building sits in the environment, how the environment nurtures that building, because if the building is well nourished, then we are going to be well nourished living in it. And that is what makes it a home for us. So this section will explain to you how to recognize the different types of form, how to decide whether any particular areas are weak for you and your family, and how to rectify it. The third section then moves on to look at what is known as compass school Feng Shui, and this is the orientation of the building. It's also about the layout, where all the rooms are, and the shape of the building. So if there are missing sectors, it may be a house that has become L-shaped because of an extension or something like that. There may be missing sectors. It will explain to you the best places to have different rooms, to have your bedrooms, to have the kitchen, all that sort of stuff, how to decorate to enhance the best energies for those sectors as well, and what to do if there are missing sectors and that lack of energy is affecting you and your particular goals and ambitions and aspirations for life, I suppose. So that is Compass School Feng Shui. And then the final section is called Geopathic Stress, and this really looks at what is going on underneath, deep down in the earth on which your building is resting. It will show you how to perhaps spot signs of geopathic stress, things that you may be able to do, and also explain to you as to kind of how that can affect you as well. So throughout the book, it's really a case of putting your feng shui glasses on and looking at your house, not just ticking the boxes physically, but also ticking the boxes energetically. And if you're able to do that, it could make a huge difference to whether you live a very long and happy life in that particular building, or whether things might change and you may need to move. The Feng Shui House Buyer's Guide is very, very simple to get. Just click onto my website, jackienotman.co.uk. On the left-hand side, there's a link there. You can click onto that. It will explain it in more detail. It's available in a PDF format or Kindle, and it has the links for you to buy that. And I hope if you do, that it really does help you find the right place that you can nurture your life. Thank you.